I have too much to say about this. Not about these diecasts, but about To Protect and Serve, the canceled cartoon that would see Sheriff going on vacation and sending in 2 police cars to town, 2 rookie police cars, Dee Dee and Mike, who would then end up wreaking havoc all across the town, wrapping everything in police tape, making McQueen learn how to drive since he was speeding, even though he's a race car, so it's kind of his job to go above the speed limit. And Sheriff would go back to town, and after sensing that something wasn't right, and he'd fix everything. Other gags would include Mater being covered in caution tape. And right here, this was the only Mattel diecast product released for it. And I believe, let's check the copyright, this was a 2015 release. Yep. The copyright says 2014, so that means this came out in 2015. And the short was supposed to as well. I believe it was in spring 2015 this came out, and the short was set to release in summer 2015. To this day, the only other known things about the short were seen through a young reader book. Like one of those little kids or younger kids step into reading books for To Protect and Serve. And you could find a full... You can find some full read-through videos of this book on YouTube. And it's just an insane story that this got canceled after already having merchandise. I've been talking for nearly 2 minutes, but it's really an interesting story. And all the story details I just described to you, I got from that young reader book. Anyway, guys, welcome back to yet another review today. I'm happy to say I finally have the To Protect and Serve pack. I just wanted to go through all the general information that you need to know what To Protect and Serve is, or what it was going to be, before I begin the review. And yes, you will probably see some, multiple probably, the story of videos on To Protect and Serve. For those of you who don't know, or are more recent viewers, the story of is a series where I cover canceled cars stories, or ideas that were originally planned for the movies but never made it in. On the package here, you could see McQueen as the student driver and what would be a screen cap from the short film from the cartoon, Police Line Do Not Cross. To Protect and Serve there, that was going to be the title card, and the cars included are Dee Dee, Mike, and McQueen there. To Protect and Serve, then you could see what would probably be the artwork for Mike and Dee Dee. And on the back, you have this description. When Sheriff takes a mandatory vacation, 2 overzealous rookies from county take over his duties in Radiator Springs, bent on making a good impression to score accommodations. The rookies overdo every aspect of their job, spending crimes, in quotes, at every turn, and turning the quiet little town into a hotbed of taped-off crime scenes. No one's safe and everyone's a suspect until the sheriff senses an imbalance and returns home to right the justice that's been served. And again, you can see Driving School McQueen. Sorry if I call him Student Driver McQueen throughout the review. Mike 07 and Dee Dee 05. On the back, you can see a Tokyo Mater pack and a Rescue Squad Mater pack. So, let's get these out of the package. Really just a fascinating story. I love canceled products, or canceled media, lost media. This isn't lost media, it's just canceled. And I'll get these out of the package, and we'll be right back. Everything in Radiator Springs being taped off. It seems like we had some comedy gold just waiting to happen. I wonder if that was all voice acted. Now, one thing you guys will notice when I go a bit more in depth on the McQueen, he's based off of the Team McQueen, the RS Team McQueen from the cartoons, the later cartoons Tales from Radiator Springs, where he's sponsored not by Piston Cup sponsors aside from Dynaco. Instead, he's sponsored by the businesses of Radiator Springs. Sadly, this never got a normal release. It did get that nice metallic release from the Target website, though. If Mike and Dee Dee look familiar to you, then that may just be because they're the same model as Rod Torque Redline. And Mike, especially with his dark blue color scheme and stern expression, looks quite a bit like Rod. Anyway, though, let's get started with the review. I'm going to be reviewing Mike and Dee Dee at the same time here, since they are very, very similar. Of course, Mike 07 here is blue, while meanwhile Dee Dee is white here. You can see the same details, antennas, the light bar, everything all over them. I believe this is the speed checker, I'm pretty sure. Sorry if I'm wrong with that, but they do both have one of those mounted on their sides. And of course, he here has the little mouth guard, bumper mouth guard here. In the Cars universe, it would be kind of like a mouth guard, but he does have the armored grille cover with a stern expression. And of course, here you can see the 07 and M for Mike, along with this little badge. And of course, for Dee Dee, it says 05 and then Dee Dee. They both have the Sheriff, Carburetor County logos there, except, as you can tell, these two have a very cool inverted color scheme. What's blue on Mike is white on Dee Dee, and what's white on Mike is blue on Dee Dee. And you can see the words "to protect and serve" here. More police gadgets all over. And his license plate reads Mike 07 or CC Mike 07. The letter M back there, and 07M. And I assume Dee Dee's reads, yep, CCDD05. And again, 05DD. And of course, they are also the same model as Pat Traxton. Sorry for not mentioning that yet. And yeah, very cool. It's very disappointing that we now will probably never see them in a Cars form of media at all. But they will be making their way into Cars Adventures soon, if they haven't already by the time this video goes up. Moving on to McQueen, you can see he has this ridiculous student driver outfit here. He's got his frown, Hudson Hornet piston cap paint job. This is all a reference to a deleted scene in Cars 1 where Sally was going to teach Lightning and Mater how to drive after McQueen wrecked the town, and he had a very similar look to this, of course, in his Cars 1 paint job. You can see these arrows here. I'd assume these are blinkers, all connected in just a whole wire framework that connects to his spoiler. Caution, student driver, with a little icon there. And I love how he has these massive, ridiculous, oversized mirrors, rear view mirrors. And of course, here you could see the radiator springs sponsors. If we could get the camera to focus. Piston Cup, what looks like Flo's DA Cafe, Sargent Surplus Hut, Tomater Towing Salvage, Dynaco, Fillmore's. Down here, I believe, is Ramon's, because it has a very similar logo to what we see on his collector card. Below Fillmore's is Lizzie's, I think, and right before Ramon's is either the Cozy Cone or Luigi's. And he does have a little Rusty's logo there under Mater's, because that is his main sponsor here. And he has these different looking, more kind of normal wheels that have hubcaps. They're more like normal wheels for his student driver look. RS there, the radiator cap mountain. Right there, RS. Then it has the year it was established. And, you know, he has all the same details that this McQueen normally has. But on the back, he has the student driver words written there. And another sign that says "Danger, stay back." His student driver sticker seems to be a bit slanted on mine, sadly. And he also has those two arrows again for the back blinkers. And there's the base. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.